Hi there guys, so I've just spent the last probably 2 or 3 months testing out a whole range of different running headphones. I've written them up for Wired, for Indie Best and also for Mr. Hyde Fitness. And over that time I've tested everything from in-ears, over-ears, Bluetooth with wires, Bluetooth true wireless, and also some old wired headphones that, the type we used to run with. And actually, I just thought I'd, summarise a little bit and talk about two of my favourite pairs out of the test. So I've tested from brands Jaybird, Aftershocks. I've looked at Jabra. I've looked at Monster. I've looked at Dr. Dre Beats. I've looked at a whole range, so probably about 15 to 20 pairs in total. Sony, all the big brands and all the latest models. And actually, out of all of that, the things that have really impressed me the most have been these Jaybird Run. They come in this tiny little case. Now these are probably sort of at the cutting edge of sort of running headphones. Really, there's no coaching inside, so they haven't gone for AI or real-time run coaching. But what they do is offer true wireless Bluetooth, which means you can run basically without any cable behind the back of the neck. And so what do you get with the Jaybirds? Basically, you've got this really nice sort of portable little carry case, which actually, if you're looking at going on longer runs, you could get away with taking them if you're carrying a bag or a belt or whatever, which is great because the buds themselves, as you can see, are small. In the buds, you get about of run time. In the doubles as a charging case, you get a further extension of 8 hours. So that's a decent amount of running time, which is one real big benefit, particularly if you're thinking about sort of doing an ultra or you just you want to have that comfort that you can listen to them a little bit en route to a run or whatever. The other thing I really like about them, they're auto on, so you take them out of the case, pop them in, and they connect with your phone, and they're powered up without you having to press anything, connected, ready to roll, which is great. Take them out and leave them on the table, and they auto power down, so there's no sort of wasted battery life, and you can change how long you leave it before they auto power down, how long you have to leave them dormant. Next thing, I think the fit. So in the box, you basically get a whole lot of these wing tips and a whole lot of these gels, and that means that you can kind of size them for almost any ear. And once you've got the fit right, they lock in place and they're not moving anywhere. They're going to stay put whilst you run. I've run with them up and down big steep hills. I've sprinted. I've done treadmills. I've done inclines. I've done a bit of jumping around on off-roading on trails, and they're happy. They won't move. And then I guess comfort, no problem. Super lightweight. I think if my memory serves me right, they're about 18 grams the buds, which is nothing. So you don't really feel them once they're in. And then after comfort, the next most important thing I guess from the headphones is sound, and these deliver a really kind of rich, deep, isolating sound. You can put this on, whack on your tunes, and it locks out the rest of the world if that's what you like to do. And basically I've sort of fallen a little bit in love with these, and these are my go-tos. They're an amazing set of headphones. They're not cheap, but you won't be sorry that you've bought them. I can tell you that much. Now, I mentioned sort of isolating sound, and there's another option. If you want to actually hear what's going on and you like to sort of be a little bit more safety conscious on the roads, you're running on sort of country lanes or roads where there's a lot of traffic, or actually in urban spaces where you don't know who might be lurking around the corner, then a second option actually are these. Now these are Aftershocks Trex Air. Super lightweight. They bend and flex, so they're nicely durable. But the really special thing about these is that they're bone conductors. So these little bits sit on the bone rather than go in the ear. Allow me to demonstrate over my hat. So they pop down. Oh, sorry, take my cap off. Should have done that. And they sit on the ears rather than in the ears, and that means when you've got big lug holes like this, you can still hear quite a lot of what's going on around you. Now the sound that you get isn't going to be quite as full as you would from something like the Jaybird that sort of lock you out and let you, all you hear is your tunes. These, you can hear everything that's going on, and you get a sort of, you still get your music kind of hitting through the vibrations through the bones. And they work really nicely. It's there's a lot of good uses for this. If you're in a race and you actually want to hear the crowd as well as hear your kind of your motivational music, you can do both. You can, obviously, like I said, they're good for safety. They're great for running with somebody if you want to sort of still have a little bit of music softly in the background, but you want to be able to have a conversation. You can do that without sort of being rude and locking yourself out. And I know some runners really want to feel like they're attached to the outside world, and if you're in a beautiful location on the trails and you still want to hear all the things and the sounds that are going on around you, these are a great option for staying in tune with nature and all of that. So yeah, these are basically two of the favourite pairs that have come out of the test that I've done, and I thought I'd share a little bit of info about them. Check them out.